This is Jim Emter, Van Ahn & Company, Alexandria, Minnesota, with their closing grain and livestock comments for April 11th, 2016. Corn market today down anywhere from 5 to 6 cents. Soybeans today up anywhere from 10 to 11 cents. Looking at the wheat market today, we have the Chicago wheat that was weaker by about 14 to 15 cents. Minneapolis, that was down 10 3/4. And Kansas City, that was down anywhere from 16 to 17 cents. So what's the major story here? Weather. When you look to the wheat market, first and foremost, we're looking at a precipitation forecast that's got some pretty good rains for hard red winter wheat country. That's got the market on the defense. We now need to see those rains, but that's why the wheat market was more or less down today. As we look to the corn market and bean market, right now it's looking at cool weather, but starting Wednesday we really flip the switch, looking for above average temperature 14 days out. Precipitation that's a little bit hit or miss, but more importantly for Iowa, Illinois, the eastern areas, not really a lot of precipitation, so a good planting pace anticipated, and the market's really trying to curb corn planting and get some incentive to beans. That's why you're seeing the corn market falter today and the bean market build in some premium, solely off of weather and that type of relationship. So we'll see what we can hammer out here as we work ahead. Might have a couple more days where beans try to gain on corn. The bean market specifically has a price target around $9.50 off the old crop beans. That'd be about $9.60 off the new crop, and we really think producers should be zoning in there. We took our marketing percentages up to 30% new crop today based off this $9.40 to $9.50 type price target. As we look ahead in the feeder cattle markets, a little bit weaker tone, down about 50 cents to $1 feeders. Live cattle and hogs down over $1 today, so a weaker tone across the meat board. Looking at the feeder cattle, live cattle, just struggling to get any bit of cutout news that's of help right now, and the cash tones were a bit weaker last week and struggled with that a little bit more this week. The hog market, again, looking at cutouts that are decaying to some degree. We're looking at good numbers around the market for both industries and just a little tougher pattern. We're still optimistic for somewhat of a seasonal push higher here during the second quarter, but we need to see it in the near term because we do look for a weaker end of the second quarter and a weaker tone to the third and fourth. So we'll see how that parameter shakes up. This has been Jim Emter, Van Ahn & Company, Alexandria, Minnesota. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future results.